The second phase of general elections to the 18th Lok Sabha in respect of Manipur state is going on. Polling is started at 7 a.m. and will continue till 4 p.m. 13 assembly segments of 2 Outer Manipur parliamentary constituencies spread across 8 districts, namely Ukhrul, Kamjong, Tamenglong, Nonne, Senapati, Jiribam, Ferjol and Tengnoupal will go for polls. A total of 484,949 voters, including 239,140 male, 245,807 female and transgender voters will exercise their franchise in Phase 2. There are a total of 848 polling stations, including 36 numbers of P3 polling stations and 279 numbers of P2 polling stations and 533 numbers of P1 polling stations. It is worth mentioning that 202 polling stations will be completely managed by all women polling personnel. It is also notable that 1 polling station will be exclusively managed by all PWD polling personnel. Besides, there will be well-decorated and beautifully designed 22 model polling stations. In addition, 9 special polling stations have been set up for internally displaced voters, 4 numbers in Ukhrul, 4 numbers in Tengnoupal and 1 number in Jiribam districts. A total of 529 internally displaced voters will exercise their franchise in their respective special polling stations tomorrow. Interestingly, a special polling station has been set up for only 1 voter in Tengnoupal district. Over 3,400 polling personnel are being deployed for Phase 2. Arrangement for webcasting videography have been made for these polling stations. 87 companies of CAPF have been deployed, in addition to 4,000 state-armed personnel in the polling stations. In addition, micro-observers have been deployed in all critical polling stations and special polling stations. As done in Phase 1, provision for pick-up or drop facilities for PWD and aged electors are made available along with wheelchair facility. A total of 2,747 PWD electors and 454 centenarian voters will exercise their franchise. 2 volunteers have been engaged in each polling station for assisting voters. Voter assistant booths have also been set up in all polling stations. ASHA workers have been identified for every polling station to provide immediate health care for the voters. In addition, Anganwadi workers have been engaged to facilitate the pregnant and lactating mothers to vote with ease. First aid kits have been provided for all polling stations. Similarly, as done in Phase 1, the movement of EVMs is being tracked with the help of e-Tracker app, which is embedded in the mobile phones of polling personnel and sector officers. Besides, a polling personnel will be able to report any sort of EVM malfunctioning or any untoward incident happening in the polling station. Polestar app is also used for timely reporting of voter turnout and other vital information by the polling officials. Control rooms have been set up in every district headquarters and in the office of Chief Electoral Officer Manipur. Election control room is set up at the office of District Election Officer Ferjol. In order to ensure free, fair and smooth election, certain restrictions have been imposed on poll day in the polling station premises. Providing free conveyance to voters to and from the polling stations by a candidate or his agent is a corrupt practice and strictly forbidden. As provided in Section 130 of Representation of the People's Act 1951, canvassing within polling station or any public or private place within a distance of 100 meters of a polling station is strictly prohibited. Cellular phones, cordless phone, etc. shall not be allowed except officers on duty in the 100 meters of a polling station. Besides, no campaign-related posters or banners within 100 meters of the polling booth are allowed. Use of loudspeakers within 100 meters polling station is also strictly prohibited. Candidates shall not set up booths within 200 meters of the polling booth. Chief Electoral Officer Manipur hereby appeals to all voters to come out in large numbers and to exercise their franchise and be a part of the democratic exercise.